It's exciting to introduce Smart Docs, a machine learning tool that can be used by anyone. Smart Doc is an easy-to-use platform. You can easily turn your ideas into practice by just uploading data, customize your requirements by labels, and go. It does not require any experience of AI, and it can be integrated with any other platform easily. In the next few minutes, we're going to use Smart Doc to build an AI model together. So we're in the Smart Doc platform now. Say I'm going to develop a accounting software, and I notice that every time there's a payment for water bill, accountant has to read the bill and then manually enter the transaction details for every bill into the system manually. So I want to train an AI model to handle this tedious work for accountants. So I created this project for my water bills, and we're now in the dashboard of this project. So this page will give an overview of the project. Besides, we will see more tabs at the left menu bar for building an AI model within Smart Docs. These are Label, Train, and Use. So just like to teach a child, we need to give AI some documents so it can start to watch and learn. And the more you teach, the more AI learns. In Smart Doc, this can be done in our label page. In this label page, we upload sample documents and label the key information for the AI to learn. It's the first step for building our AI model within Smart Doc. So let's upload our first sample to start our label works. So we're in the working station for labeling. So the first thing for us to do is to create some tags. So we can either create a tag from here, or we can create a tag while we label the file over there. So remember, we always need to have some tags before we can use the tag to label the key information that we want AI to learn, read, and extract later on. So we can simply click the mouse and move the cursor to select any word or multiple words to label. So here, I want to know the property address of this bill, so I select the address, and then I create a label called property address for it. Also, as a content, I want to know the total amount due for this bill. So I need to set the amount due here and create a label called amount due for it. Last but not least, I also want to keep a record of the due date. So I select the due date over here and tag it with a label called due date. Okay, I just want to know these three key information, so I almost finished everything here. So I hit to save, and we're done with our first label work, which is great. But hold on, we still have more to go. And here, as an example, I'm going to train the AI with 15 sample water bills. So I just need to upload and label other 14 samples now. One of the greatest things about Smart Doc is that once you have created tags with your first sample, any documents uploaded later will be pre-labeled by the AI predictions. So you don't need to spend a long time to label everything by yourself. You just need to review and correct any labels that the AI is predicting incorrectly. But be careful, since the AI hasn't been trained properly yet, the predictions may not be very accurate. Okay, the upload is finished, and we can view and browse all files that we have just uploaded. And over there, you can see the labels and how many annotations the AI has pre-labeled for us. So the numbers have been changed from 0 to some numbers, meaning that AI is predicting some annotations for us. So let's click into the documents and review the labels that AI has predicted for us. Seems for the first document, everything has been labeled correctly, so nothing needs to be changed. That's great. So we go to the next one. Okay, for this document, seems no due date has been predicted. That might be because there are too many days in this water bill, so AI has not that confidence to find the due date. So let's add the annotation for due date. Okay, because as I mentioned previously, we wouldn't expect a child to learn as soon as he finishes his first lesson. So similarly, we need to provide a relatively large number of documents for the AI to learn. It's impossible for the AI to get what we expect with only one document we taught. But the exact number of documents that we need AI to learn will vary based on the complexity of the project. But it's always important to add variety of documents, including things like different styles, different format, and even different colors. So here, we are labeling 15 sample documents. And these documents were issued from 4 utility providers from different states in Australia. So some documents may look very different with another. So you can always customize your needs by changing the labels or the documents you provided to the AI to learn. For example, if you're only looking at a particular state's water bills, you can simply upload water bill just for that state. And it will actually make things even easier because all these water bills will share the same format because they come from the same provider. So you could get a perfect AI model by just a few documents you taught the AI. Also, it's important to know that once you have trained the model even one time, any documents uploaded from this label page will be pre-labeled by the updated version of the AI predictions. So you actually wouldn't see many errors as you are now seeing because the AI has been well trained. Okay, so we have just finished checking all the labels for these 15 documents, and there are some missing labels or misplaced labels that we have corrected for AI. So the next step is to train the model using these properly labeled documents. So we click the start over here to initiate a training job. So you could name the job or you can leave it as blank. Also, you can select a model size, so the training time will vary based on different size you selected here, and then click start. So the training has started. And the greatest thing about SmartDoc is that training is happening automatically from the backend without any set of configuration. We took a short break before the training is finished. Now we can see our training has just finished and took us 11 minutes to finish the training, which is quite fast actually. Here we can see the results of our trained model and how good it has been trained. Wow, we got 98 out of 100. This means that nearly 98% of annotations are predicted correctly by the AI now. It's not 100%, but it's actually pretty good provided we only taught the AI with 15 sample documents. Why these documents actually come from 4 utility providers with different layouts. And the results down here help us to discover our model's strengths and weakness, and help us to find areas to improve the AI model further. Like for this model, we can see that the F1 score for amount due is being the lowest. It looks like our model is a bit confused about the amount due here. That might be because there are a lot of amounts and numbers in a water bill, like the amount for the last paid bill, new charge amounts, and any balance amounts. But these numbers or amounts are not the total due amount that we want. So it's important to keep in mind that machine learning may not always learn in the way we expect. We can actually fix it by providing more examples. To improve our model further, we can just go back to the label page again and upload more examples here. And now if we upload any documents here, the AI would pre-label annotations based on what it has learned just now. So here, I uploaded 2 other samples, and actually the predictions for both of them are correct now. So unlike before, we don't need to change a lot or correct a lot, as AI is now getting 98% of annotations correct for us. Also, we could explore how the data is being interpreted by the models from the projector over here. So it will show you the interactive visualization and analysis of high-dimensional data. And it translates things we understand naturally to a form that the algorithms can process. We use embeddings here. It's a mathematical vector representation that captures different dimensions of the data. For example, in this water bill model, Similar builds from the same console or provider are mapped to the points that are close to each other because they share the same common characters like the similar font layout. And we can clearly see that there are 4 kinds of documents because we can see 4 data sets. So you can also click to see more details over here. And with the project, you can also navigate through views of data in different calculations and also in either a 3D or 2D mode. Okay, so overall, currently, I think our model is predicting most of the annotations right? Because we got a 98% accuracy now. So actually, we think the model train is good to go. We can ship it to any other software or platform for practical use. And this can be done by REST API. SmartDoc also provides built-in features that allow end users to send documents via email or upload via mobile browser or mobile apps. But here, I wanted to check the results by trying with my favorite email service function in SmartDocs. So in SmartDocs, every project can set its own email domain in the dashboard, which can be used as an endpoint to upload documents to the projects in our SmartDoc use page. So for this water bill project, let's set the email domain as my water bill, for example. So we can see the full email domain generated by the system down here. And actually, we can customize the first local part. That is, you could create as many emails as you want for your clients. So you probably use your client's name for the first part in order to identify which client you are dealing with. And also, actually, all documents sent to these emails with this domain will be received and processed within this project's use page. So let's try it out. So if I were the client and I have been provided an email with my name, Doris, so my email will be Doris at my water bill domain. So every time I receive an email bill, I just need to email it to this email address. And this document will be received in SmartDoc use page. So now let's go back to SmartDoc and see if we have received it. So we click in use, and there is a new document for this email address, Doris at my water bill. So we know it's a document from Doris. And we could also check the sender's email here. And so we can also click into the file and see if AI has predicted all these annotations for us correctly or not to check our results. So we can see that AI has labeled 3 annotations here. One is the total amount, second is the due date, and third is the property address. So these are correct. So this is working great. And this data along with the document will flow to the integrated accounting software in the meantime. So we can even think about expanding the accounting software to do more, like use the data SmartDoc predicted to create a transaction when there is a document emailed by client. So SmartDocs can easily add this kind of intelligence to any software, and this is just one example of what we can do with SmartDocs. So why don't you start training your machine learning model today? And you will not be charged if you are within the allowed free account limit. So contact us today to set up a free account and try it out.